fools in this world. One who gives advice, and the other who doesn't listen to it. I am on one side, and for the next 6 months, I hope you're not on the other side of it. Yes or no? Correct? So, my dear friends, I'll give you a small exercise. And those who know this exercise, I think some of the students in Jain College know this. They should not answer, but those who haven't answered this, they can answer, okay? Okay. Though they are not perfect squares, how many squares are there in this? Anybody can tell me? How many squares? Fast, fast, fast. 16, 17, okay. Uh, more than 16? I want you all to answer also. More than 16? Okay. Now some of them said 16, right? Some of them said 17. Some of them said 18. There are definitely more than that. Now you have this big square. 1. You have these squares which are 16, correct? So 17 ho gaya. Then you have 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, beach ka, correct? 23, 24, 25, कहाँ गया और 26, yes? So definitely more than 16. Now what do you learn from this exercise? Anybody can tell me? Two things. One, whenever a question is posed to you, listen to the question carefully and then answer, correct? Second, whatever you study, study in depth. Yes or no? ऊपर ऊपर से पढ़ाई नहीं करना है. Yes, many of them do that. अरे यार, just for passing will do it यार. Correct? 11th standard and 12th standard. Last 5 years question papers. 5 years question papers, you just revise it and that's the end of it. Isn't it? Now, guys, always remember one thing in CA. Okay? You have to be studying in depth. समझ के लेना है, by heart नहीं करना है, रट्टा नहीं मारने का है. Is that clear? The habit, what you have done in your school, if you are doing that kind of, by hearting the things, cut it down. Remembering is one part, that is also essential. But more important is first, understand the things. Is that clear? Okay. Now, next is, yeah. Yeah, there are a few things which I have written here. Life's battle doesn't always go to the strongest and the fastest man, but sooner or later, the man who wins is the man who thinks he can. Correct? Okay. Now, to succeed in your CA course, okay, you require 3 I's and 3 P's. What do you require? 3 I's and 3 P's, correct? You can note it down also if you want. Now, what you need is 3 I's. The first I is intelligence. Now, many people say that, sir, to crack the CA course, you have to be super intelligent. Correct? I would say average intelligence is enough to crack this course. Many people believe that, nahi yaar, CA sabka, it is not everyone's cup of tea. Correct? बहुत difficult रहता है. In my dictionary, there is no word known as difficult. Is that clear? Everything is a challenge. Everything is achievable. Everything is achievable. And average intelligence is enough. If you have scored 90 and above in your 11th and 12th, great. But if you have scored even 50, 55, 60, don't have to worry. You still are eligible to do your what? CA. Isn't it? Have you not heard your elders, speak like this? Arey, 10th mein 90 kiya. इसको साइंस में डालेंगे, यस और नो? अरे 10th में 60 किया, इसको कॉमर्स में डालेंगे. हैव यू हर्ड अबाउट इट? करेक्ट. इट मीन्स दैट commerce is common sense. Is that clear? You don't have to be super intelligent to crack anything when it comes to what? Commerce. Is that clear? And one of the streams is definitely your CA. So my dear friends, you don't have to be afraid saying that nahi sir wo 90% score kiya hai, maine sirf 60% score kiya hai. Don't have to worry. If you don't have the intelligence, that can be covered by hard work. That is first I. Second I is interest. Now, before I go to the next I, interest, I'll give you certain examples of intelligence. Okay? Have you heard about the great Dhirubhai Ambani? Henry Ford? Ford ka gaadi hai na? Have you heard about them? Yeah? Were they educated? They were all dropouts. Were they super intelligent? No. But they had that kind of ambition in their life. They had that kind of proper attitude in their life. That is what made them so great. Is that clear, guys? So you don't have to be super intelligent. Second is your interest. Okay? Interest, it should be absolute interest. You cannot say that, sir, I'll come here for 10 days, next 10 days I'm not there. Nahi hoga bhai sahab. You should show absolute interest in whatever you do. I'll give you a beautiful example. Since I'm a sports person, I give a lot of examples relating to what? Sports. Okay? There was one girl who was the 20th child among the 22 children their parents had. And at the age of 4 or 5, she was hit by some deadly pneumonia and some kind of a fever. Okay? Scarlet fever. And she was not able to walk. And it's a real story, okay? That is at the age of 4 or 5. So the doctor said for the rest of her life she cannot walk. And within the next 5 years, a small kid, she was so determined that she started walking. And then after that, after a few years, she said that I'm going to compete in the Olympic championship, and I'm going to win Olympic gold medal. The doctor laughed at her, saying that, shukar karo कि you are able to what? Walk. Correct? Olympic, वो भी दौड़ना, वो भी Olympic में दौड़ना और medal लेना, वो तो impossible है. And in 1960, she won 3 gold medals in the field and track event. And her name was Wilma Rudolph. You can Google it and see. So such was the kind of interest she had in her, sports. So you also, what you can do is, if you really have that kind of interest, you can crack this course in one go. But there are certain things what you have to follow. Okay? So second I is the interest. Then comes your involvement. Involvement, you have to be totally involved in whatever you study here. Exactly, whatever you do. Isn't it? Now, many of them, I can give beautiful example here. Correct? Sometimes you are so engrossed in your mobile. Correct? You don't see people who are coming in, going out. You don't bother also, right? And there are so many reels which come up now. Some people are so engrossed in what? Their mobile. They forget everything. Means they show total 100% involvement in their what? In their mobile. Is that clear? So just imagine if you show 100% involvement in your studies, you can achieve great heights. Please come inside. Those are sitting at the back. There's a bench here. You can come in front and sit. Okay. So my dear friends, it is all about 3 I's. What are the 3 I's? Please tell me. First, should you be super intelligent to crack this course? Not necessary. Is that clear? Second, interest. You should show absolute interest. Correct? Involvement, 100% involvement in whatever you do. Is that clear? Okay. Then I said there are 3 P's also. Okay. What are these 3 P's? Okay. One is planning. Now, there's a saying, if you fail to plan, complete the sentence. If you fail to plan, then you're planning to fail. अगर आपके पास प्लान ही नहीं है, then already you're planning to what? Fail. You should have a power packed planning. So whenever you take up any kind of course, ensure that you should have a solid plan. Now, you have seen India Pakistan, there's a war now going on, isn't it? Correct? Now, the Pakistanis, they struck our innocent citizens on 22nd of April. But did our Indian army respond the very next day? Q? Why? They did not respond on the very next day, isn't it? They wanted to have a solid plan. Of course, that plan will not be revealed to the media, correct? But they were doing a lot of planning. Is that clear? So these plans are very, very essential to get the targeted results. Is that clear, guys? Now today they struck 9 places. They struck with that kind of precision. That is the power of planning. So even in your studies, you should know how to plan. Okay? I can give you another example of the great Sachin Tendulkar. Everyone knows the great Sachin Tendulkar, right? In 1987, he went to the MRF Pace Academy and he actually wanted to become a fast bowler. Okay? There, the head of that academy was Dennis Lilly. He told Sachin Tendulkar, instead of bowling, take the pads, pad up, and take a bat and start batting. You're not good at bowling. Correct? तब उसने decide किया कि उसके पास bowling करने का क्षमता नहीं था. And then it is history. Today, Sachin Tendulkar is arguably one of the best batsmen in the world. So he knew what he wanted to do. He had that kind of a plan for that. Is that clear, guys? So you should also have a powerful plan. If you don't have a powerful plan, I'm sorry, you're not going to crack this particular course. Second P is preparation. Okay? Now, many of them have solid plans. Correct? In Kannada, I call them as Arambha Shuraru. They know only how to start. Right? They don't know how to continue. For that, you all have to prepare well. Preparation is a must. Is that clear? Now, I'll give you some examples of sports person also, and I'll also give you what you have to do as a student as far as preparations are concerned. Okay? Many of them, they might not know this player, Ivan Lendl. Ivan Lendl was one of the greatest tennis players. Okay? He is retired now. He was the #1 player in the world for a very long time. But somehow he couldn't win Wimbledon. But he was the #1 player. Okay? Beautiful player. And there was one journalist who wanted to take the interview of Ivan Lendl. And Ivan Lendl was there to give the interview. So the first question asked by the journalist was, Mr. Ivan Lendl, after playing tennis, what do you do? So the response was, after playing tennis, I play tennis. You know these journalists, right? They don't stop there. Then the next question was, okay, Mr. Ivan Lendl, after playing tennis, what do you do? Ivan Lendl responded, after playing tennis, I play tennis. That is a preparation level. Is that clear, guys? So this is how you have to prepare yourself. Preparation is everything in life. Please try to understand. Is that clear? Now, many of the students, those who join for their CA course, first 7 days, everyone is sincere. Whatever sir says, they do it. But after 7 days only, it is a problem. It is not a problem, it is a big problem for them. Okay? Now, as a CA student, what kind of preparation you require? Writing is very, very important. I have seen many of the students in my CA career, where I'm teaching now, I'm in this field for the past 25 to 26 years. And I've seen so many students who come near me for coaching and who also take my advice. One thing what I tell them is, consistency is important. Okay? Understanding is important. Now, some of the students respond saying that, sir, मेरे को सब समझ में आता है, आप कुछ भी logic पूछिए, कुछ भी, you ask me any kind of journal entry, I'll be able to answer, but I'm not able to crack the examination. It is because they have not practiced writing. Unfortunately, in India, CA is the only course where it is paper based. It is not computerized based. You take CPA, you take ACCA, you take CFA, any kind of examination you take, they're all computerized based. You have to type. CA is the only exam where you have to write. अगर आपका practice नहीं है, that is what is your preparation. Is that clear? You have to practice and practice and practice. If you don't know how to practice every day, it becomes very difficult for you to finish off your 100 marks. Usually, the papers are lengthy, and for that, if you practice well, all 100 marks within 3 hours you can solve. Is that clear, guys? Now, I'll give you a very simple equation. CA examination, 3 hours, 15 minutes. When you get into the examination hall, generally your exam starts at 2, but you have to enter the examination hall at 1:45. 15 minutes ahead, they will give you the question paper, not the answer sheet. Is that clear? Now, in those 15 minutes, you have to read the questions as to which questions you can answer perfectly. Analyze them. And then start writing the answer for how many hours? Not 3 hours. 2.5 hours. I'll tell you why 2.5 hours. In these 3 hours, half an hour you remove the time for reading the questions, isn't it? Yes or no? Correct. Continuously you'll not be writing for how many hours? 3 hours. You'll be reading the question in between and then answering it. Isn't it, guys? Yes or no? Okay. So how many minutes out of 180 minutes? How many minutes are gone? 30 minutes are gone. So remaining is 150 minutes. Now, if you divide 150 minutes by 100 marks, it is 1.5 minutes per 1 mark. So, 1 mark ka question raha to you have a time of 1.5 minutes. If you have 10 marks question, 15 minutes. How many minutes? 15 minutes. Within 15 minutes, you should be able to crack that question. Plus 3 minutes of reading the question. Isn't it? Correct? Yes? With that level of preparation, you have to go to the examination hall. So in the classroom also, if I give you a question saying that this question comes for 10 marks, and if I give you that question in the classroom to be solved, you have to solve within how many minutes? 15 minutes. And for that, practice is the only thing. You have to practice, practice, and practice. You take any field here. At least I have seen, one person. We had been to one of the stadiums. I don't know how many of you know this person, Adam Gilchrist. All right? Adam Gilchrist is a cricketer, Australian cricketer. He's retired now. I saw him in one of the stadiums where he was practicing. And he was a lefty. He was very good. He has an excellent sweeper. So he used to sweep the ball. Is that clear? I still remember there was one coach standing behind him with a stump. And this fellow was on his legs, like in a lunge position. Correct? ऐसा रहता ना उनका bat. ऐसा खड़ा था. And he was just sweeping the balls. And one person was throwing the balls on top. He was just sweeping the balls. उतना practice कर रहा था वो. पीछे से जो ठहरा है उसके पीछे स्टंप लेके खड़ा है, ऊपर उठा तो he used to poke him. He should sit down and then practice. वैसा practice करता था वो. And one of the greatest cricketers here. I used to love his batting. क्या sweep मारता था वो. Perfect. That is because of practice. If you practice the things again and again, same thing again and again, you will be an expert in that. Is that clear? And practice is everything. So people who don't have the practice of writing, please ensure that writing is very, very important for clearing your CA examination. Most of the students I have seen, they fail only not because of knowledge. You ask your seniors, those who have attended their CA exam. They'll say, अरे यार ये आता था, ये मुझे पता था, but time ही नहीं बचा. Time क्यों नहीं बचेगा भाई? Now the person who has got an all India rank, correct? Right? And you also have got the same paper. He also has got 3 hours. You also have got 3 hours. You were able to solve only 60% of the paper. He was able to solve 100% of the paper. What is the difference? Practice. That is how you have to prepare yourself for this examination. Writing is a crucial ingredient to clear your CA. It's a crucial attribute. Please ensure that every day you write for 2.5 hours. Every day, every single day, you should be able to write for how many hours? 2.5. You can change your subject also. 1 hour you can do accounts, 1.5 hour you can do law, because these are the two papers you have to write in your CA foundation. Other two papers are multiple choice question. They are objective. They are not descriptive. But these two paper are what? Descriptive. 1 घंटे का accounts लिखो, 1.5 hour you write law. You compulsory make it a point that you do it. That is when you can crack this course. That is preparation for you. You have to prepare. Is that clear? Perspiration means you have to sweat it out. While preparing, you will definitely what? Sweat it out. Isn't it, guys? So this is the second P. So only planning will not work. You have to prepare also. Then the third P is perseverance. Perseverance is वही करते रहना चाहिए. Again and again and again and again. You have to do on, do the same thing again and again. You should not stop there. Okay? In your school, tell me who are the people who conquered the Mount Everest, the first two people who conquered the Mount Everest? The two people who conquered the Mount Everest, right? Edmund Hillary, I think. Yes or no? I think there are two people who conquered the Mount Everest. I think in 1951 and 52, they tried to climb the Mount Everest, but they were not able to reach there. But they did not leave it. They pursued it. They went behind it and they achieved it. That is perseverance. Is that clear? So you should have the three, what? Eyes, and what are the three eyes? Okay, so we'll revise it, okay? Once again, intelligent. Should you be super intelligent to crack this course? Not required. Second, interest? Absolute. 100%. Involvement? Near total. Isn't it? Then you have the three P's. What are the three P's? First P, planning should be power packed. If you fail to plan, then you're planning to fail, isn't it? Then second P, preparation. मैंने आपको बहुत सारा एग्जाम्पल दिया प्रिपरेशन के बारे में. Is that clear? Third, perseverance. छोड़ना नहीं है. Again and again and again and again, you have to do all these things. Is that clear, guys? So if you can remember these three I's and three P's. Fortunately, I was fortunate enough to be learned from my guru V. Pattabhiram, and he had given these three I's and three P's. I said I'll just share this with my students. So if you have these three I's and three P's, remember these three I's and three P's, you will definitely succeed in life. Is that clear? Okay. Next, sir, many of them they say that, sir, please tell us something about goal setting. It's very, very important for us. Okay. Many of them, they don't visualize themselves, winning a match or clearing this particular course. Okay. What is goal setting? Now, it must be first one. The key is to goal setting. The first point is it must be your goal. Okay. Now, why did you choose this particular course? Now, there are 4 questions. Parents' compulsion, friends' recommendation, good job opportunity is very interesting course. So A, B, C, D, 4 options are there. Okay, you analyze where do you fall in this. If you fall under D, good chances that you'll clear your CA in one go. Because you feel that this course is very, very interesting. Correct? Good job opportunities, yes, you will have definitely good job opportunities. Many of them, they say, अरे CA रहेगा तो पैसा बहुत कमाएगा. Yes, सही में है भाई, पैसा बहुत कमाएगा. Correct? Good job opportunities. If you fall in category C also, you will be driven by that kind of passion. But A and B, correct? You can ask me, sir, which category did you fall in? I was in category A. Not exactly compulsion. There I've given compulsion because I was a badminton player. I still play. My father said, "Arey yaar, badminton खेल के क्या करेगा तू?" Correct? And then, I'm talking about 25 years back. I was the North Karnataka champion. Then I said, I'll go ahead and play and I'll become a coach. Father said, coaching में क्या रखा है? Correct? And sports in India, even today, except cricket, there's no other sport which is given a lot of importance, isn't it? Correct? There are so many other sports where they really work hard, but they don't have that kind of recognition. So father said, don't do sports. Then I said, I need something challenging in life. He said, then do CA. That is how I took up what? CA. So I am a CA by chance, not by choice. For me, it took some time because it was not my dream. Is that clear, guys? So it is not necessary that all of you should fall in category D only. Some of them would have fallen in category A, B, or C. But then once you join the course, you should create that kind of what interest. Is that clear? Or else my recommendation is, if you don't get interest, check out foundation. If you feel that हाँ भाई मैं कर सकता हूँ ये course, continue. Or else change it straight away. Don't waste your what time. Is that clear? Clear, guys? Okay, so first one is, it should be your goal and not someone else's goal. Okay, second, keys to goal setting. Second one is, write down your goals. Writing is a very powerful thing here. Correct? Some people know, they say, अरे मैं championship मारूंगा, ये करूंगा, वो करूंगा. My children play badminton. Okay, so I tell them to write their goals. Okay, long term goals, you have medium term goals, short term goals, then you have immediate goals. We'll see that. Correct? I tell them to write the goals. Writing makes a lot of difference. See, when you write and it is pasted in front of you somewhere, when you study, you put your goals in front of the study table. When you see it, you'll start achieving, you'll start working towards your what goal. Writing is very, very important. Okay, second, break down your goals. Well, it is important to have your goals. You also need to break them down. Goals need to be split into time scale. That is, split them into 4 time categories. That is long term, medium term, short term, and immediate. Long term could be 5 to 10 years. Visualize yourself. Okay, now you have joined your CA course. Long term goal should be 5 years down the line, where you want to see yourself. Just visualize it. So if I ask you a question, 5 years down the line, what do you want to do? Anybody? You can say, for example, I want to give an interview in a national television where I want to get an all India rank. Barabar hai? In CA final. Yes or no? It might not be 5 years, you can say 4 years. Isn't it? Correct? Or after qualifying, I want to give advice to the people on investment planning. Correct? And I want to see myself in the national television. That could be a long-term goal. What could be your medium-term goals? That is 12 to 24 months. Within the next 12 to 24 months, you will be giving your, some of you will be giving your CA foundation, some of you will be giving your CA inter exams. Correct? So how to prepare for those what? Exams. Then short-term goals, 3 to 6 months. So 3 to 6 months you will be with me only. So ये 3 और 6 महीने में आपको क्या करना है? Sir जो बोलता है वही करना है. Whatever sir says, we have to do it verbatim. Is that clear? That should be a goal. Your immediate goal within the next 15 days. Be very sincere. Is that clear? Right? These 15 days, whatever sir says, do it. 15 दिन करोगे ना, rest of your life वो आदत पड़ जाएगा. Is that clear? So you have to break down your goals. Next, count the cost. I don't know, yaar. I mean, if you want to achieve your goal, there's a lot of cost. Correct? Cost not in terms of money, but in terms of sacrifice. Correct? I know Saptak. Saptak is a badminton player, isn't it? My children used to come early in the morning to the coaching at 4:30. 4:30 he was there in the court. So I used to get up, madam used to get up at 3:30 in the morning. Madam used to prepare, breakfast for my children. I used to leave them in the car at 4:30. And sir इतना strict था कि 4:31 भी हुआ वो अंदर नहीं लेता था. Right? So that was the thing. So it means that my children, at least my children I can vouch, they have not lived a normal life. I was a very strict father. अभी 1 साल में छोड़ दिया मैंने because they have grown up now. But I never used to give them to have, no chocolates, no cakes, no maida item, nothing. Because they had to achieve something in their life. So there's a cost, boss. If you want to achieve something in life, you have to sacrifice a lot. Now, in case of y'all CA students, okay, you might be having friends from other streams also, isn't it? Those are not doing CA. Correct? एंड उसका लाइफ मस्त रहता है, पढ़ाई नहीं, कुछ नहीं, गाड़ी लेके घूमने का, पिक्चर देखने का, करेक्ट, शोज अटेंड करने का, गो टू गोवा, एंजॉय, all those things you have to sacrifice. If you're ready to sacrifice, nothing like it. Is that clear, guys? So there's a cost involved for everything, correct? See Virat Kohli. Okay, other day I was speaking with one of my friends who had taken a ticket of IPL, and there are some tickets which are costing 30,000, 35,000 for one match, huh? But the privilege they have is they can dine with the cricketers. So cricketers का जहाँ खाना लगा हुआ रहता है, these people also can go there. Okay, because they have paid the cost. Now my friend tells me Virat Kohli walks in after the match. You know, he should have his food. Everything is kept. Huh? Everything, whatever you require, everything is kept. He comes, he goes, he takes a bowl of salad, he eats it. That's it. Done. हो गया उसका. Now विराट कोहली being विराट कोहली, एक दिन कुछ भी खाया तो चलेगा ना, क्या फर्क पड़ने वाला है उसको. एक दिन बटर चिकन खाया तो क्या फर्क गिरेगा. Nothing. There's no cheat day for Virat Kohli. That is why Virat Kohli is Virat Kohli. Is that clear? So आपको भी वैसा ही करना है. Obviously there is a huge cost. Is that clear? There's a lot of sacrifice. If you want to reach that kind of level, na, you have to sacrifice. So you have to count the cost. Okay. Then next one is you have to just do it. Obviously, some people they only set the goal. ಮಾಡಾರೋ ಅವಾಪ ಮಾಡೋರ हाँ आपके पिताजी और माताजी आपके गोल्स को ये करेंगे क्या. हाँ you have to do it ना. If you have set the goals, you have to do it. Okay. Anyone knows Arnold Schwarzenegger? Not heard? Terminator picture. Ah, bodybuilder. Okay, it's from Austria. He came down to USA. Okay, and when he was in his bodybuilding this thing, you just Google and see Arnold Schwarzenegger. उसका एक pose है. Exactly the same. If you divide his body into vertically into two parts, right side कैसा है, left side वैसा ही है. Same to same muscle. Everything is same. What kind of hard work he would have done to build that kind of a body. He was a world champion, of course, Mr. Universe for so many years, Arnold Schwarzenegger. So there also the interviewer, he finished off his dream of bodybuilding, and then they asked him, "Abhi bodybuilding to khatam ho gaya na, abhi kya karoge?" Then he said, "I want to become an actor." Then the interviewer laughed. अरे तू बॉडी बिल्डर है, बॉडी बिल्डिंग कहाँ है और एक्टिंग कहाँ है, हाउ आर यू गोइंग टू अचीव दिस. ही सेड द वे आई हैव अचीव्ड माय बॉडी ना, the same way I'm going to achieve in what films also. Means there's a method, there's a process. The same kind of process he followed for even films. I'm not talking about how to build bodybuilding. Of course, you have a different set of rules. For becoming an actor also, you have different set of what rules. But he went to that kind of rigorous training. That is how he entered the films also, and he was one of the successful actors even today. Correct. And today is the governor of the state of California. I think now he was. Today abhi malum nahi hai, but he was the governor of what? California. Look at a person coming from Austria and becoming the governor of one of the uh, uh, sought out places, that is California, is something which is commendable, isn't it? So it means that these are the people who visualize. अगर आप visualize करोगे ना तो आपको आएगा. Many people, they don't visualize these things. Visualization is such a powerful thing, Okay, so you have to visualize yourself saying that no, foundation I want to get that all India rank 1, inter I want to get a rank, final I want to get a rank. Visualization both important hai. If you don't visualize, you'll not get anything. One last story I'll tell you. It is my story. I remember the date also. I don't know, 11th is one date which is a jinx for me. 11th February 2023. I still remember the date. Okay. I had a slip disc. I was not able to lift this leg. Okay. So immediately I went to the doctor. He checked my leg. I was not able to lift this leg. He said immediately go to Lakeview Hospital, and there's one doctor, and seek his advice. So I went to the hospital, and I was, of course, on the bed. So the doctor took an X-ray and MRI and all those things. So I came to know that one of my disc is herniated. Disc बाहर आ गया था, वो liquid बाहर आ गया था, and it had hit my spinal cord. I was not able to lift my leg. Then said, sir, आपको operation करना पड़ेगा. Then I was really scared here. Being a sports person and operation, it was very scary for me. So I said, I asked him what has happened. So he explained me, ये है, तो इसको थोड़ा कट किया जाएगा. I said, what is the risk? Risk is कुछ भी हो सकता है sir, but we'll be careful, and 98% of the chances कुछ नहीं होगा. You'll be all right. We'll have to operate you. Then I said, is there an option that I don't want to get operated? कुछ ऐसा हो सकता है कि with exercise only can I come back to my normal life? Doctor said chances are very less. You have to get yourself what? Operated. Then one of my friend, Viresh Manvi, he comes to see me, and he said take a second opinion. So I took a second opinion from the doctor. Luckily I got a very good doctor, and he gave me certain exercises. He said, Vinayak, these exercises you do, you make your core strong. Core is this part, your stomach strong and your back strong. And I think within the next few months you'll be able to walk. What about, I said, what about running? He said, you take it step by step. I was very curious. Then I said, what about my badminton? Because I love badminton. He said, wait, you take step by step. But एक मेरे दिमाग में था, डॉक्टर has said, ये एक्सरसाइज करोगे तो आप ठीक हो जाओगे, you don't require an operation. These were the words. And I still remember when I was on my bed, there's one of my friend who comes to me, and when you're in bed, no, I mean, you don't have any other work here. Sometimes you speak something which is bakwas also. But then when I was on the bed, I motivated myself. I was visualizing that मैं एक दिन बाहर आऊँगा. I will run in a marathon, and not only run, I'm going to win that marathon. This was my visualization. ये एक visualization था मेरा. And my friend comes, and I told him, I'll do this. This is how I'm visualizing myself. And he started laughing. ನೀ ಆರಾಮಾಗೋ ಪೆಲ್ಲ ನಡ್ಯಾಕಲಿ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಮೇಲೆ ನೋಡುನು. I said, no, I'm going to do this. Then I'll tell you, literally, I was bedridden for more than 45 days. More than 45 days. Almost 2 months. It was 60 days. So I was supposed to sleep, do certain exercises, that's it. I was not able to lift my leg. But I practiced slowly. I came out of it. Luckily, on 11th February only, 2024, there was a marathon which was organized by Rotary Club. Pranav, tu member hai na? हाँ, Rotract है क्या? Intract, okay. Rotary Club ने, they had kept a marathon, and of course it was category wise. So I am 48 running. My age is 47. So 45 and above, there was a category. I participated in 5 kilometers race. My timing was 24 minutes 32 seconds. And I stood first. This was a visualization. So this is a visualization of, this is the power of what? Visualization. So I am not Virat Kohli, I am not Sachin Tendulkar. I am a normal human being like you. When a normal human being like me can visualize and get the results, you can definitely do it. So guys, don't stop yourself from visualizing. Visualize the things. आप जो सोचेंगे ना, वही बनोगे आप. If you feel that, no यार, difficult है, tough है, नहीं होगा, many of them have failed, even I'll fail, then you'll fail only. But if you visualize, if you see the brighter part, na, correct? नहीं मैं सी दैट फेलो हैज क्लियर्ड इन फर्स्ट अटेम्प्ट, इवन आई क्लियर. वो कर सकता है, मैं भी कर सकता हूँ. डेफिनेटली विल क्लियर. देयर इज नो डाउट अबाउट इट. लेट मी टेल यू दिस गाइस. This is the power of what? Visualization, and this has happened with me. And this has happened just now. अभी एक साल हो गया, almost एक साल हो गया, more than a year that I won the race. Now I've already visualized 28th September there's one more race. Correct? खानापुर में है. So वो एक दिमाग में है मेरा. That race I'm going to run and win. I don't know whether I'm going to win or no. But that visualization is already there. And not only visualization, I've started practicing also. Because for the past 1.5 months, 2 months, I was not doing any kind of fitness. I put on some weight. For the past 2 weeks, I'm working out. But not even a single day I miss on my fitness early in the morning. Sunday is a holiday. वो कुछ भी रहने दो, जाने का, whatever I have to do for 1.5 hour, 2 hours, I practice, I come out. And then my day starts. Now if I have to practice for 2 hours, I have to get up early in the morning. If I have to get up early in the morning, I have to sleep early. If I have to sleep early, I have to sacrifice looking at mobile and IPL. I have to sacrifice. Otherwise, I'm not going to achieve my goal. Now, you all have to decide. If you all have to study early in the morning, you all have to sacrifice your mobile. You have to. Otherwise, you can't achieve your goal. Now, your parents have given you everything, isn't it, guys? आप जो whatever you have asked, whatever you have not asked also your parents have given to you, isn't it? But you should know how to lead your life with the minimal things. Suppose if your parents give you 1,000 rupees as your pocket money for a week or a month, whatever it is, correct? Ensure that you don't spend that entire 1,000 rupees for that particular week. If you can run your day, your week within 200 rupees, do it. 800 rupees, give it back to your parents. It means that with kind of minimal resources, you're able to do maximum things. That is how your mentality should be for this particular course also. Is that clear? मुझे ज़्यादा पढ़ाई करना है, मुझे sacrifice करना है. My dear friends, if you follow all these things, if you do them properly, na, you will be a chartered accountant in first attempt itself. Nobody can stop you from being a chartered accountant. Many of them, they don't have that kind of visualization. Correct? I'll give you one example. What do you have to do? Okay? आज एक काम करो. ये क्या है? What is this? This everyone knows. CA Foundation January 2026. बरोबर है? What is AIR? इधर number 1 करके डालो. All India rank 1. Keep this as a password in your system. Or write it somewhere. And put it as All India rank number 1. CA Foundation January 2026 exams. करो. You will get it. Okay? This is the power of what? Visualization. Visualize yourself being a champion. छोटा मोटा नहीं करने का है. I keep on telling my children also. Visualize being a world champion. They are already champion of Belgaum, North Karnataka. Karnataka also they have won few medals. What is use? कुछ सोचना है तो बड़ा सोचना है. Correct? So I keep on telling them, visualize you holding a Olympic gold medal. Isn't it? So you all also visualize yourself what? Achieving that All India rank number 1. You will definitely achieve it. Of course, you have to work out for that. Correct? So सिर्फ पासवर्ड रख के आगे है All India rank 1 CA Foundation 2026, हाथ में मोबाइल है, नहीं होगा. Impossible. You have to sacrifice a lot. Are you ready to sacrifice is a question. Hello? Are you ready to sacrifice? Are you ready to sacrifice? What is required? If you are ready to sacrifice, everything will fall in place. And I don't care how much percentage you have done in your 11th and 12th. That doesn't make any difference for me. What you have studied in 11th and 12th is nothing. You'll understand when I start the class, which is very, very important. Okay, understand the things. See, uh, what is this? Huh? Huh? S for skill. K for knowledge. Correct? Knowledge I'll give you. With the knowledge what I give you, you can develop your skill. What is A? Huh? What is A? Attitude. That is why Attitude Professional Academy. You should have the proper attitude. Many people have the knowledge, they have the skill, but they don't have the attitude. When you don't have the proper attitude, you will not achieve anything. You will not be able to achieve anything in your life. You should have the proper attitude. Knowledge and skill, you be dependent on me. But you have to keep the proper attitude. If you don't keep the proper attitude, you'll not achieve anything in life, guys. Let me repeat that. Is that clear? और attitude हमेशा positive रहना चाहिए. Your attitude determines your altitude. अगर attitude सही है, then result भी सही होगा. Is that clear? Understood? Okay. So with these few words and some kind of an inspiration talk, I will end my session here, my dear friends. And I welcome you for the CA coaching classes at Attitude Professional Academy. And from today onwards, okay, if anyone speaks negative about this course, इधर से सुनने का, इधर से छोड़ने का. Is that clear? Right? If you come across anyone who is, I mean, definitely you'll come across, and definitely people will be asking you, क्या कर रहे हो? And definitely you'll be saying, I'm doing my what? CA. Okay? Some people will raise their eyebrows like this. CA ಮಾಡತ್ತೆ? Some people CA ಮಾಡತ್ತೆ? ಆತ್ ತಗೋ, ಮದುವೆ ಆದಂಗ ನಿಂದು. Correct? ಮುದುಕಾಕಿ. You'll become old. Correct? They are all negative people. Might be those are the people who have not done their CA course. They have not gone through the course. Or might be they have done the course and they have not been successful in that course. They are the people who speak negative about this course. Let me tell you, CA is one of the best courses in India. And I think this is the only course in India, at least, after medical, where they'll give you a certificate after you undergo an articleship also. You have articleship of how many years? 2 years, compulsory. 3 years is optional. Extra first, one more year is optional for you. But then you go through this rigorous training of what? Practical training, where you will be ready for the real world. Okay? A beautiful course. You all have joined this course. Congratulations to you for choosing this course, first of all. And I am a proud chartered accountant. Guys, let me tell you, this course has given me everything. This course has given me everything. It has taught me everything. Patience, how to handle failures, how to handle success also. Is that clear? You should be grounded when you are what? Successful. You should not be on the 9th cloud and say that you are the most intelligent person on the earth. Is that clear? So this course will teach you everything. But one thing from today, no speaking negative things. Okay? Even in my this thing, okay? When I say, I don't use the word problem. Problem number 1 करके नहीं डालूंगा मैं डालूंगा question. If it is a problem, then it becomes a big problem. Is that clear? हर क्वेश्चन को आंसर रहता है. Problem is a big problem. Is that clear? Don't say it is difficult and all. Challenging. ये कोर्स क्या है? क्या है? Difficult नहीं है, challenging है. So no using negative words, while doing your what? CA. That makes a lot of difference. Is that clear, guys? I will wind up my session. If you have any questions, please ask me. If you have any questions, please ask me. About the timetable and all, I'll tell you now. But if you have any questions, please ask.